What's going on, y'all? Thank you all so much for stopping on by. Greatly do appreciate your time here as always. Welcome to my top 5 anime list for beginners. I know everyone else is going to have their own kind of opinion and their own kind of list for beginners, but for me, I try my best to pick one from each category almost that will be short and sweet for the most part. And it is a show that is going to pique your interest a lot more likely than another show that's like super duper long, convoluted. You got to think a lot about what's going on and puzzle piece everything together, and it's too much. So with these, I think it's an easier way to get into anime because some of these may pique your interest more than others. And I try my best, like I said, to pick ones from certain categories because I know everyone's different. They're all not gonna like, ooh, flashy big colors, impact frames, blood, blase blase. You know, this could be something different. So what's gonna happen with this list is I'm gonna give you the top 5. I'm gonna give you each title name, and then I'm going to spend about a minute or two on each one. Just give you a quick brief synopsis on what's going on. It's not going to be a deep dive or in-depth because I don't want to spoil anything. I want you to go on that adventure by yourself and then tell me about it afterwards. And also, I just made a Zatch Bell video on my channel, and it took me way too long to upload it, edit it, do the whole 9. I spent a long time on it, but I tried my best to make it as good as possible. It's my first one kind of doing this kind of content. So it's going to be a little ass, I know that, but I'm trying. I'm learning my way through it. So if you guys go check that out, leave me your opinion and your comments down below on that video. I really want to hear from you guys. I really want to get better at those kind of shows because I am really intrigued on doing that and just spreading out awareness to certain shows that people may not know. So without wasting any more time, guys, before jumping in, if you guys are enjoying the content, I do try my best to provide to you guys here on the channel. Leave me a like down below. I greatly do appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe. And then also don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so whenever I upload, you guys are here for the bangers. You don't miss a beat. And let's get into our top 5 recommendations. Do you love blood? Do you love tragic backstories? Do you love getting your heart stomped and smashed on? Then boy howdy do I got the show for you. Akame ga Kill. All jokes aside, this show is phenomenal. It's actually part of my top 10 anime of all time. It is something that I hold near and dear to my heart just because of the storyline behind it. It clocks in at a total of 24 episodes, so it's something not insane or anything like that. It's very to the point of an anime. I was joking in the intro, but I am being serious. There is a lot of bloodshed. There is some tragic backstories. This is a love-hate relationship kind of show, and I mean that in the best way possible. Kinda. You're gonna be a little conflicted at the end, I have a feeling, but with that being said, it is very much worth your time. It's very action based, so you get all your action, your fights, your blood, everything like that all wrapped together, but you get a main character that gets involved with a assassin group because he was in the wrong place, wrong time. And this assassin group has something called Imperial Arms. These Imperial Arms are rare relics who only the strongest warriors can wield. You have pretty much 2 types of clans that are going against each other. One is against the Empire, one is for the Empire, and you just get wrapped into this very whirlwind of a show. It is a show that you're going to be thinking about constantly. You're going to want to continue watching on, and it is going to blow your mind because there is a lot of twist out there. You're not going to expect it. You're like, what is going on? What is happening? Why is this happening? I didn't expect that, you know, those kind of moments. And it's a roller coaster that is very much worth your time. Next up on our list at number 2, in no particular order, we have Tomodachi Games. So this show, it clocks in at a total of 12 episodes. This one I am putting on the list because I still think it's worth your time in all honesty. But this is, as of right this second, as far as I know, it is not cleared for a second season, so it's just the one season with 12 episodes, but it is a very interesting anime. This is going to be your Squid Game similar kind of show. It doesn't have like a bunch of killings or anything like that, but it is revolved around a character, Yoichi, and he is involved with a high school that is collecting funds for a field trip. Long story short, the money goes missing. 5 high schoolers end up getting letters. When they receive these letters, they get kidnapped. And when they come to, they're involved in a game of sorts. In this game, they are introduced to a certain player amongst the 5 that has a tremendous amount of debt, and they have to identify the traitor that is within this group. This show actually got me into Classroom of the Elite because I was looking into something that was more intellectual when it comes to thinking with your mind and like how a genius would think in a certain type of scenario, and this one being a game. And it involves friendship and it involves backstabbing, and it is short. I wish it came out with the second season so I can continue it on. But like I said, it is worth it, and it's something that is very interesting and can get you thinking. It's like a puzzle solving kind of anime. Oh boy. All right, this next one. Clock in at number 3. Masamune-kun's No Revenge. This one I love to death. I actually didn't even know that it came out with the second season. When I first saw it, it was just the one season, and it wasn't even cleared for a second. So the ending pissed me off beyond belief. But now that I know that there's a second season already out, I'm definitely going to make time for it and continue watching it because I love this show. This show is going to be your slice of life comedy kind of show, and it clocks in at a total of about 25 episodes. And it is, like I said, a trip. So you're involved with this high schooler, right? This kid, at first, when he was younger, he was this chubby kid. He got bullied for it. But now, fast forward to the present day, he is this hunk. He can get any girl he wants. But he has his eyes set for one particular person, and it's not to get love, it's to get his revenge. I'm not going to go too into depth about this one at all, just because I don't want to spoil anything, but this is a show that made me crack up so much. The humor is superb. It is a show that gets your romantic side behind it as well, but you can't help but go along the journey with this guy. And also there's just a big twist at the end. You're like, oh no way kind of thing. And it is a show that you're just not going to want to put down. You're going to want to continue watching each episode because you just can't help but feed into the next one. So clocking in, our next one is a honorable mention, and that is Takopi's Original Sin. Okay, this show, man, this show clocks in at a whopping 6 episodes. It is extremely short, but my God, when I tell you, this is going to punch you in the gut. This is a phenomenal show. As of right now, as of recording, I think it is up for a nomination when it comes to like the Crunchyroll Awards or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm not too involved with that, but it is very much worth your time. This show is short and to the point. It has such a few brutal backstories. You cannot help but feel so bad for our main girl character, and we just don't understand how easy we have it compared to others. Some of these people and these kids go through so much, and it really opens your eyes in the very first episode. You think the anime is going to go in one direction? Hell no. That's going to take a far rear left, and it is going to just go completely ballistic. The concept is you have two conflicting types of personality. You have this little octopus who is so wholesome, so cute, so nice, so positive filled energy, and then you have this other one, and she is she's a little pack of sorrow. She is someone who's just going through a lot, and it is a journey within these 6 episodes, and it is just something that I could not put down. I was so sad watching it, but also I was just so intrigued on what was going to happen next. So this one, definitely put on your list. If you have not seen it already, check it out. Just be prepared. All right, on a brighter note, clocking in at our number 4 spot is Haikyuu. So, we definitely got to have a sports anime on here. This one is a very well done sports anime that also has humor, and some people can call it like a slice of life as well, but it is phenomenal. You have other sport animes out there like Kuroko's Basketball. You have Blue Lock Season 1. I'm just kidding. I mean, Season 2 definitely had its issues, but you also have Hajime no Ippo. You have all these different sports animes, and this one is volleyball, which is crazy in its own. You would never believe it, but seriously, this is a beautifully done show that just inspires you to do better, to just be great. This one has no magical gimmicks or anything like that. It's no superpowers or magic. It's just pure talent. It is important strategies. It is a show that gives opportunity of growth to multiple characters, not just your main character or your main two. It's the whole team, right? And it just has, like I said, good humor, and you can't help but root for our main character. Our main character is someone who is a short king, but he does his absolute best to become a great volleyball player. He's extremely determined. This show is going to have your rivalry kind of situation. You have your Naruto Sasuke, your Goku Vegeta. In this case, you have your Hinata and your Kageyama. And when you see these two amongst the entire team, you just develop a bond between all of them. And you just see the dynamics of each character grow throughout the entire series, from the very beginning to where they start to the very end, and it is just a great journey and a great ride overall. It is a sport anime that took me by surprise, and it took off by storm, because this one I know is a very popular one and a lot of people hold it near and dear to their heart, and I can definitely see why. It clocks in a total of 85 episodes. Now this one's gonna be on your longer end for sure comparing in this list, but it goes pretty quickly because you're invested in the show, you're invested in the characters, and you just kind of go through it at your own speed, but you are definitely satisfied by the end of it. Don't be surprised by at some point during watching this, you might just go sign up for the gym or your community sports team of your liking and whatnot just to get into it, because you are inspired that much by a show like this. And last but not least, you definitely know the name, and if you don't, you definitely know the characters. Death Note. Oh yeah, Death Note it is. It's a show. It's so good. It's so good. Oh yeah, Death Note is definitely up there. That is part of my top 10 anime of all time. It is such a phenomenal show. Again, it's going to be more your intellectual one where you have two geniuses going at each other, and it's a cat and mouse kind of situation, and it is I'm going to call it a game between a detective and a high schooler who finds a notebook that's called the Death Note, that if you write someone's name in it, specifics as well, you have to like the time and the kind of death that warrants for it, but anyway, you have someone who has this power of writing a name in a notebook that can kill anybody, and a detective who needs to find out who this person is and stop them at all costs. This show is a crazy journey with a crazy ending. You don't see it coming. It is quite the twist, and just seeing how an individual has now this power to just wipe anybody off the face of the earth come into power. You see him slowly start turning, in my opinion, to just someone who is controlled by this thing at this point, and you have another person who is trying anything and everything possible to outsmart this other individual, and it is just a battle between two geniuses that you just can't help but continue watching. This one's definitely a nail biter. You know, this is going to be that kind of show where you're just like, oh my gosh, what's about to happen? No. Oh, okay. No. Oh, okay. And you're going to be invested into a certain character, and you're just going to be like, is he going to catch him? No. Is he going to catch him now? Okay. Is he going to catch? And it's going to be a back and forth, and it's just something that you're just not going to forget. So guys, that wraps up my top 5 anime recommendations for beginners. If you guys are interested in any of those anime, definitely go check it out, and then leave me a comment down below about your journey when you started it, how'd you feel during the whole thing, or your process of going through it and stuff like that. I definitely want to know. And if you guys are interested in anything like intermediate or advanced level of anime that's going to be more intellectual, more thinking, a lot more things going on, let me know down below. I'll definitely make a list about those as well. So guys, as we're wrapping up, definitely go check out the other videos I'm producing here on the channel. Again, that Zatchbell one, I think it's pretty good, especially if you don't know about the show. Definitely check it out. And then anything else I got going on, subscribe, do the whole 9. I really do appreciate you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. I'm out of here. Bye.